Do it,
All right,
baby.
we on. We on, brother. So, this the first episode, man.
Wow.
It's the first episode, and it's impromptu.
Wow.
Let them cook, brother.
Wow.
Let them cook, man. This. I ain't even a host yet. This is. If it's a host, it's this the co-host, whatever. How it go. Introduce yourself, man.
Wow, brother. First off, I want to say thank you. You know what I'm saying, for giving me this opportunity. But this is Ray Bivens, Eastside Baltimore. You feel what I'm saying? 1979, class of 97. So a lot of my outlook and all that going to be a 95, 97 type of outlook. Old school OG. You feel me? But more of an honorable type. You know what I mean? Where it's honorable. You handle business, you take care of responsibilities, and you stay righteous. You know what I'm saying? If you out of your dame, out of that square, I'm the type of nigga that's gonna bring you back. This kind of brother's gonna bring you back. So if you got that kind of idea in your mind, you in the right place. You feel me? Because we about building minds and building men.
Yes, sir. And it might get a little controversial. So some of these episodes you might have to go to Patreon.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You might have to go somewhere else that's not available.
Yeah.
So we gonna touch about some real subjects. I mean, we not trying to polarize, and we not trying to have anybody hurt anyone from what we saying. We just want to speak some truth,
Right.
and the truth is stranger than fiction. So some of this stuff you might be like, but listen, sometimes fact is stranger than fiction, bro. Like real talk. Man. I'm legend. Man. I'm an artist. I'm a cook, but when I cook, it's like art. So whatever, however it go. But we here. So we going. The whole point of letting them cook is because this is where we met. And every time we get going and get to chopping it up,
Yeah.
we get the. So
That bill, baby. That bill.
let's get straight to it, man.
That's what it is.
I had a good subject yesterday, and we had some good subjects today. I was thinking the state of black love, man. What you think, man? I said I was going to do it. I didn't want to do it. What's the state of black love, man?
Wow.
How
Oh man. Okay.
and do you feel there's any hope for the black family? And we going that deep.
Damn. Well, I will say this, that, the ultimate word is unify. You feel me? And as far as our people unifying, there's always been things in place to make sure that we don't unify. When we talk about unifications, some of the strongest unification is the word family, is the word husband, is the word wife, is the word son, daughter, family. You know what I'm saying? And when we start getting away from that to chase material gain, we kind of cashed in our futures.
So what about? And I'm gonna be a little controversial with it. Then what about my man Remy and all that's going on? I ain't trying to name drop and all that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's their business, but that's
I felt
their
hurt.
business is
I was hurt. I was hurt
Yeah.
because this is how I'm looking at it. I'm gonna be honest. I looked at it like, let us go to jail.
Right.
Let me go to jail,
Right.
and you hold me down,
Right.
right? And then if everybody who was saying like, oh, he was cheating and all this and that,
Right.
listen. When you're a brother and you go to jail, it's only two things you can ask for from a woman, right? Don't get pregnant and don't get married.
Right.
That's all I can ask.
Right.
But you won't get lonely. That's all I can honestly ask, bro. If you loyal to, if you keep that thing under wraps. When somebody tell me that,
Yeah.
you keep that thing under wraps. Kudos, good job. But for the most part, so why would you expect for it to be a double standard when the male who was home holding you down didn't get nobody pregnant, didn't get married, didn't divorce you, and had hoes running all around? How you gonna say justify your actions when yo held you down? And this, if it was shoe on the other foot, you gonna do what you gotta do.
Right.
But now he can't do what he gotta do, and that's pretense. Like it's a whole lot. Like, and I see it going across a lot of.
One thing publicly is that sometimes just as hard as we clap and cheer for the unification and the coming together and the marriage and all that, these same people are clapping and cheering to watch his family burn down too. You know what I mean? So it's almost like to see Remy and Papoose go through what they went through that almost made a lot of people feel better about their situation. Oh, I'm glad I'm single. I'm glad I'm by myself.
Right, that's why
I'm glad
that
I only
justifies.
Yeah, I'm glad I only fuck hoes. I'm glad I only trick niggas. I'm glad I only, you know what I mean? Whatever you do is just subservient to yourself. You feel me? Now, right now, a lot of our women are chasing corporate opportunities and money and financial opportunities. So in doing that, they kind of getting away from the mother wife household. You feel me? And if you look, ain't no more big mamas no more. Big mama got on leggings, no drawers, and a tongue ring with East Side tattooed on her neck. You feel me?
So, that's the wisest. That's the matriarch.
So we actually talking about, these are the teachers to the young women. You know what I mean? So what's gonna make a young woman want to break the mold? And that's why we always telling brothers, when you date these young sisters, go to the family functions, go to the cookouts. We walk in that cookout, check the scenery, and check to see how many Super Bowl rings are in the building. Are you in the building of Hall of Fame champions? Or you in the building of a bunch of mistakes? Because we see Aunt Toya, and she with Uncle Carl, and then the next cookout, oh no, she with Mr. Tony, and then the next cookout, oh no, she with Mr. Calvin. All the young girls are watching that. So it's no coincidence that grandma not married, the aunt's not married, your mother not married, mommy not married, your sister not married, nobody married. Now, for you to come into this, and the only ring is the one you gave your shorty, and she's at this family function, she's not going to get any guidance on how to be a wife. What she's going to get guidance on
is how to be single.
It's how to be single and how to go against what you saying. Because girl, you ain't got to do what he say. You ain't got to.
You ain't got to be submissive. And he not. In the word submissive is a trigger for some people.
And see, number one, the attitude of you too good for this, that's kind of crazy anyway. Because we in Baltimore, bro. The ratio in Baltimore is 17.5 black women to 1 black man.
That's a fact. Write it down.
That comes from a lot of different things. Actually, that comes because Baltimore used to be a breeding farm back in the day in plantations time. And I don't care if you breeding dogs, chickens, turtles, you're going to have way more females than males. You know what I mean? So that breeding farm mentality is still here. That's why the town is so sexed out it is. Most likely when you meet a person, you fuck first. If that's good, my name Ray.
What's your last name? Who your auntie?
So look how far we getting away from it, where the sex was actually supposed to be between man, woman in a marital situation to make their family. We've taken that and look how many different ways we spiced it to actually get away from what God intended it to be. Now, I ain't trying to get too deep, but I'm getting deep. You feel me? Because all the kids out of wedlock, these are the kids that are filling up the jails. These are the kids that are filling up the courts. And all these brothers who had kids by these sisters that they really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really take the time to really build a relationship with.
Yeah. You never even intended
or to. Never intended to because they never seen it. Like if I never seen a husband and a wife in my home as a child, I'm not going to respect.
So that's even. What about the single parent household? You feel me?
That's the government construct.
Not having the father figure there.
Like if you go to the 50s, brothers were married to their sisters. If you go to the 60s, it started to change a little bit after Vietnam. A lot of brothers came back high as a motherfucker, hooked on heroin.
Or just mentally fucked up.
Drug trade.
Mentally.
Mentally, everything they saw. And it started to be a thing of we losing the men, so we can't depend on the men. You feel me? So the next construct after that was to get the brother out the home completely. You feel me? So they traded you in for Section 8 and EBT cards. They traded in your security. They traded in your protection. They traded in your wisdom for a piece of plastic that's never going to feed her family for real. For a Section 8 home that's never going to be a home for her family for real, that she can pass down to her daughter and be passed down to a grandchild. Because in the end, all you wind up doing is having a family that's unstructured, dysfunctional, and you never own shit because you're never going to buy a house if you have a fucking Section 8. So what are we gonna do? Like, what do we own? We don't own nothing. Why we don't own nothing? Because we not together on nothing. Like if I pull out this hat right now, and we at the cookout, and I say, yo, let's get some Henny, let's get some grass, let's get some Ciroc, let's get some Patron. That hat is gonna fill up with about $600-700 quick.
Facts.
If I take this same hat, and I say, you know what, yo, I'm sick of this shit. That's all the business. Fuck Johnson & Johnson. Fuck Sinai. Fuck FedEx. You know what I'm saying? Fuck John Hopkins. Let's start our own shit.
Right.
Nobody want to do it. Like right now, we sitting in the midst of probably 12 to 20 chefs a day. There's no way in the world that me and 9 of my coworkers can't go out and start the illest business in the city. But it's the mentality. The mentality says no. The mentality says no, we good enough right here. The mentality says, I got what I got, you got what you got, leave me alone. So, you know what I mean? They don't want to connect on nothing that's positive, bro. To go party, shake your ass, connect on that.
So
To go rob a nigga, stab a nigga, shoot a nigga, connect on that. It's always on some dumb shit, yo. We cannot get together on business model, and I don't know why, yo. Because if you look at Chinatown, they connected. You look at Little Italy, they connected. You look at the Jewish mob, they connected. Yo, El Salvador come in this country, they connected. They only want to live apart. They live in the same house. You feel me?
right.
It's something in us to make us shine, but we want to shine individually. You feel me? Almost like when you come to the cookout, they got the checkboard out. Where you work at? Let me see the kids.
What you drive?
What you driving at? Who that girl you with? Let me see what is our hair done?
Right.
Is our nails dirty?
What she got on her feet?
Did she make you a plate? Yo. So it's like you gotta play top model with your own family.
And then that's a good way for me to segue in, because I feel like with certain people in my family, or maybe certain families, I feel like it's a one-up situation. It feel like it ain't nothing wrong with the competition, and you like, yo, oh shit, man, I'm motivated by cuz. I'm motivated, like, and if it's like that, then it's like that. But if it's more so like you trying to you see me like, oh no, it's who he think he is. He think he know. He think he got it. You feel me? I'ma do this just to make sure. What you got now?
Right.
And if it's on that mode, if it's playful, that's one thing. But when it's literally deep seated, and it's like I cannot see my cousin do better than me, not because it's a motivation thing. You looking at it like I can't have him do better than me because I want to be the one.
Right.
I'm the one. I'm going to be the one to save the family. I want to be the one to retire mommy and grandma and all that, and then come to you and instead of saying like, yo, we should work together, we all do that, bro. I done went to family functions just recently in Christmas.
Right.
Something I ain't seen in my family probably ever. Right. And it's because of how we raised as religious, and there's different backgrounds of why we didn't do it. Right. But I walked into the house, big dumb house. You feel what I'm saying? Over east, big dumb house, big basement. It's 3 rooms in the basement, big living room, big kitchen. Go upstairs, it was another 3-4 bed. It was like a 7-bedroom house in the middle of East Baltimore, right? So, and it was filled with people, love, gifts, big crib. It looked like Home Alone, bro.
Okay.
That's what it looked like. It looked like Home Alone. I walked into my man. He came from Atlanta.
Right.
He picked me up. He did his little time or whatever. He came home and we got up. Bro, whole family, bro. And that wasn't even a whole joint. Right. That wasn't even a whole family, but how it's kind of like set up. It's like, yo, they look out for each other. I don't see that everywhere. Right. I don't see that. Right. And it's like, yo, that's why I feel like we missing it.
I mean, because we got the kids. We got the kids.
We got the
kids. And I mean, you can see the kids are everywhere, right? Now, there's kids all over the cookout, but it ain't no fucking marriages nowhere, y'all. You feel me?
And it's almost lame to be a husband. Yeah, now, I ain't saying it is, but I'm saying it's almost like...
But look at it. You gonna catch it either way. Because what woman you gonna get that ain't got some other nigga kids right now, y'all? So you gonna have to get this either way. What woman you gonna get out here
that ain't got
kids by some other dude already, bro? You feel me? So not only do you gotta come in and take care of that, you gotta change the whole culture, because they coming in only knowing what they know.
Right.
You feel me? And that's another crazy jump, because you have a woman that wants you to pay for them and take care of them, but don't say nothing to them. You know what I mean? Yeah, get them these shoes, but don't discipline them. You feel me?
How you gonna discipline them though?
How can you not?
How you gonna
How
do?
can you not,
How
bro?
can I mean, we saying in a single parent
I'm
household?
talking about single parent. Now you know little man. You know he wild. Shit can't do nothing with that man, with that little man, yo. You know what he need, bro? He need his pops.
He needs pops.
So either pops locked, or he gone, or he ran off, or he died, or whatever. But he need him, dog. So who they go get? They gonna run in the streets, follow whoever in the streets.
Almost the first nigga. Almost. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
You gonna go get your manhood regardless.
You gonna find it
You gonna find that shit. So where you find it at?
right there in the street, and that's the story for most of us. That's the story for most of us.
What you learning? See, you see right now, you got kids 14, 15 with machine guns, bro. 30 shot clips, semi-auto switches to fully auto. So it's to the point now. See, I'm from a time where Pop got shot 5 times, 50 got shot 9 times, but they survived.
Right.
The way these weapons are now, you're not surviving.
Ain't nobody surviving.
Nobody survived. Nobody survived. So why would there be a higher level of weaponry and not a higher level of education in the hood? Why we got the worst schools, availability to every gun on Call
Best
of
weapon,
Duty.
right? Best
On
weapon.
Call of Duty. On Call of Duty. Caches of weapons. So they say in Chicago they leave caches of weapons on the train tracks. They say they do the same thing in LA.
Same thing in Baltimore. Same thing. We're back down there in China Hill. They got the little tracks down.
Like if they really want all the heroin in Baltimore, you go down to part of Baltimore where the port is and get all that shit. You don't wait until it's chopped up in vials
Right.
and sitting in Main and Tavon House. Now it's a problem. You feel me? You gotta understand this. The rich need the poor. You feel me? People who up need people who down. Plain and simple. So this is a game that they running on us. There's no coincidence that they got us all red lines zip code out. They get the police to comb that perimeter. The chopper combing that perimeter.
Right.
It's to keep your black ass in this motherfucking vicinity right here.
Right.
We want you to live, eat, sleep, breathe, and die right here. Right here. Right here. It's no other way. You feel me? And I'm not telling you that just because you wake up in the morning and come out in your yard and all your neighbors are white, so you made it. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we gotta come together and get into business and start teaching our young cats about real estate. Everybody want to rent until they 85 years old. You don't have to, bro. Everybody out here paying $1,500 a month for rent, $1,200 a month, $1,300 a month, $1,700 a month. Yo, your mortgage can be $800, yo. And you owning that. You feel me? We got to get back in credit scores. We got to find a way to save up 5 bands and get your ass into real estate. Once you are into real estate, you have what they call liquid assets and you have collateral. Once you have collateral, you can go to any bank and get any small business loan and start your joint, yo. You feel me?
Makes sense.
There's no reason why we can't do it, bro. But it's always I'm kind of good with what we got. We always feel that way. We can have so much more, bro.
Right.
Like a lot.
And it still comes out of that selfish kind of mentality. Like I look out for mine, and the only family that matters is the one that's under my roof right here. Like it's almost like so long as I get mine right, my car look good. You feel me? Why would I?
Whether you want to say black folk, African Americans, the indigenous people, or whatever you want to say. In America, yo, do you know that black folk, as a total, we put $9 billion a year into the United States of America. If we took that $9 billion and did our own thing, you know we would be the 9th richest country in the world.
And we just talking about in America.
Just the bread that we put in America, that amount of bread, which is $9 billion, that amount of bread, if we took and start our own thing, we would already start off being the 9th richest, just without doing anything, without doing any industries, any innovations,
investing,
any, just starting off. 9th richest country in the world.
And that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. And then, so even think about that. Like, if you go deep into that statistic, how large are the, how much of a percentage are we of the population? Like, 15, 16, maybe 12. That's what they say. But I think some people undocumented. They haven't. I don't know. You might have some people.
What they're gonna tell you is that these people are lazy. These people are this. You can't be lazy and gross up $9 billion for a country.
Couldn't be.
So at the same time, it's like, you know, it's a hate love type of situation. You feel me?
It's like you can't live with them, can't live without them type shit.
Because every day you turn on BET, you love Snoop, you love Jay, you love X. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You love Lil Baby, you love all of that.
And that's what buy their music the most.
And that's what it is. They love our sauce. They want our clothes. They want our style. They wear our hats. The way we wear our hat. You know what I mean? White boy. You know what? Somebody told me this is the Travis Kelce.
Oh, the fade. The fade.
This is the Travis Kelce, bro.
You gotta learn your history, brother.
This motherfucking fade that I had since second grade with the waves to come into the bed. That is a white boy hairstyle. You out your motherfucking mind. You
Crazy.
understand? They've been trying to take ownership of a lot of things throughout time. But if you do your homework, you'll understand that most of the innovations in this world came from us. Science, mathematics, agriculture,
Irrigation.
chemistry, irrigation, everything. We show motherfuckers how to wash their ass, how to bathe properly, how to wash their clothes. Just civilize them all around the board. You know what I mean?
For it to turn around and tell you that you the savage.
Exactly. But if I don't know about the Moors, you feel me?
But they was all based on, like, I think they hold everything that we said is also still based within the family aspect. Like, yo, you gotta have the balance. And that goes deep into the Queens too. Like the Queens was
All right. Well, ask yourself this: if I have an enemy and I want them in discord constantly, right? So I separate the old versus the young, men versus the women. You feel me? It's always a versus.
it is.
It's versus constantly, conflict, constantly. So that's what I do. You ever listen to young cats? First thing I ain't listen to no OGs. Yo, we never said that. We never said that. So think about
So the home has no value.
right. So we just take it like hip hop, right? So let's say a young artist come out. I don't want to listen to them old niggas, man. They don't know that blah blah blah. That makes money for the record company because I got young dumb shit who don't know nothing, and I got 14 platinum time dude over here
Right.
who know the ins and out of the game and can tell this young cat, no, shorty, come here, let me see that paperwork. Oh no, do it like this so you'll get more money. Do it like this so you have your ownership. Do it like this so you can keep your merch. No, do it like this so you can. No, don't sign that.
Right.
You feel me? So that's why they gonna constantly try to keep that.
Keep us.
Yo, come on, bro. They want to keep that old version young, bro.
For sure.
They keep controlling the information. It's about the information. I'm 40. I'm almost 46 years old. You know how much information I give to a young brother that's 19, a young brother that's 22, that's just starting out. But society is telling you not to listen to me. I'm old. I'm played out.
Right.
No,
No, and I ain't even gonna say it's society though.
yeah, society. Yeah, I mean,
is it the hip hop culture?
it's being pushed.
I feel like is it because they feel like
That's being pushed.
because then look at it like
on
this.
purpose. That's on purpose.
I feel like this. Some of the wisest people have the experience and they've been through it.
Right.
But you saying that our leaders, if our quote unquote leaders are rappers and the musicians,
Right.
and they coming in the game at 18, 19, they not telling you anything. And nothing wrong with, being young and living, and you could have some knowledge. Cole did, Kendrick did, had some knowledge. They dropped some stuff. But for the most part, we get young, hot-headed dudes that's out here talking about beefing and killing each other instead of saying, you know what, we should actually pick up this 30-year-old, 25-year-old,
So look at
or
that.
somebody with a little more experience, so they got more to talk about.
Look at the songs. What songs you gonna play at a wedding right now? Something from the 80s. Because if you listen to the R&B music now, it's not about love.
Let me see if you can run it. Let me see if you can run it.
Drop it low,
Is your
touch
man
your toe.
on
Drop
the
it low.
block?
Drop it low, touch your toe. It don't look, and we ain't kissing.
down.
And we ain't kissing, and we ain't
No,
cutting.
yo, Future got a song. He got Love.
Bruh.
Yeah. We got Future with Future Rihanna. I mean, even though R&B is wild though, I can't lie though. The R&B is not the same.
It's hard though, bro.
But I feel like it's pureness. We're losing our pureness as far as because we want to mingle and do all it. Like, yo, you got to get back to your roots and that source energy. I ain't talking about, interracial, none of that. I'm talking about the source of who you are, no matter what you are, you're going to get that energy and that information, especially from that sun. And you go out and take your shoes off and walk in the grass and get grounded and meditate in nature. That's where it is. That's where we get loose. And it's over. But to the next time. Unless you want to keep going.
No, we good, brother. I love y'all, man. Peace. One.